Aries, it's your girl Merch, the big body bench. Run tell them, the big body high priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's going on with you. I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit, Aries. See what's going on. Uh, First and foremost, I feel like there's somebody around mocking you. You feel like somebody's mocking you. Or there's two of everything, or there's an imitation somehow. But I was getting so many messages. First and foremost, somebody's low, somebody's hanging, they're getting real low right now. They're off the grid, no one can see them. They're watching in the shadows somehow, but they're watching, or they're laying low because they're under surveillance. Heavy on the masculine, not doing anything, not saying anything, because he knows there's another masculine around. Or someone is not moving towards you because they know someone is watching you. You're protected somehow. Ooh, this energy. I was channeling before I even got up in your energy for a few minutes, and then my husband just started recording me from his phone. It was weird. So heavy on this energy of you being under surveillance somehow, you being watched somehow. Could be by a masculine, or you're watching this way. You're watching someone recording themselves, or you're watching a recording of someone. But you do this on the low somehow. Also, you're seeing someone being showered with love. Having this energy of being showered with love and protection, really covered in a real way. But I feel like they cover a lot of other people too, though. Whatever that means. Someone is really really being celebrated right now. But I feel like you're low. I feel like you're hidden somehow, or this is you, and masculine is hidden somehow. But Aries, it just feels like you're real low right now. People can't see you. Have you on there being in angelic presence? Have you on a divine presence around you? Someone is an angel. You have angels around you, or someone is an earth angel. But have you on the you have angel, or you're the angel? For a lot of you, you have angels, or I can't. There's no other way to say it, or you're cross watching somehow, or having this energy of somebody, you being the angel. For some of you, you have. I don't want to say that like you have passed, you have transitioned, but you have. There's an Aries who is transitioned somehow, but they are still watching over you. Could be an Aries watching over another Aries. For some of you, this is your higher self looking at you and your lower self like, what are you doing? It's kind of crazy. Let's get into prayer. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source, God, universe. Please cover my Aries where I feel like they are hiding right now in the shadows, really quiet, maybe a little alone, maybe a little left out in the cold right now. They could feel very exposed somehow, or feel like there's too many eyes on them, or they don't want to be seen at all. And I just ask that they be comforted somehow at this time. Please allow me to tap in with my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, depict their brain. See what's going on inside. What's the 411? Please protect this space from any negative energies. Only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Yeah. I also feel like there's a group somehow. There's a group of something. There's a group, or there's a bunch. There's a bunch of, could be a bunch of people, could be a bunch of women, could be a bunch of men, could be a bunch of children. There's a group somehow, and something's different. Something is different. There's two out of a group. There's two out of a group. What are these cards? I gotta show you. It's not gonna make sense to you, but it's something about me using this deck. I'm using the Millennial Tarot, and I'm using the Urban Tarot. The Millennial Tarot and the Urban Tarot. Right. It's not a game. Right? So all these cards look alike, right? All these cards are the same, but I also decided that I wanted to add this card in the deck. I felt like adding this. This is the Turtle card. And I also felt like I wanted to add this card in the deck. This is just the card, the extra card that shows you the different spreads. But there's something about this, that this is the game book. This is the rule book somehow. This is the game book. This is the playbook. This is someone not playing by the rules. Someone doesn't play by the rules. There could be a Leo. Strength card just fell out. Could be a Leo you're dealing with that doesn't play by the rules. For some of you, you're dealing with two Leos. Ooh. That's for some of you. Or Leo doesn't play by the rules, but you still want to marry them. But for some of you, it's two of them. There's two people. Out of a whole group of people, you could be married to one. They're sticking out like a sore thumb, and somebody else is not playing by the rules. Someone has broken the rules. Someone didn't listen to what you wanted them to do. They didn't stick to the plan. You had it all mapped out. I shuffled. It came back out again. Have you in there being a Leo? You can have Leo in your chart. Or you're dealing with the Leo. Somebody gets to the bag too. Wheel of Fortune. Someone's being really is really fortunate right now. Feel like you get to the bag because you work really hard, but heavy one is Leo being fortunate. It feels like it's this Leo, and then here you go again off the grid. While someone's being really successful right now, really strong, really powering through, you could be somewhere off the grid smoking weed. That's for some of you. Like literally, you are somewhere off the grid smoking weed, traveling, really get, like heavy on the into scenery right now, into nature. That's for some of you. Heavy on a masculine energy being like this, though. It could be a masculine Aries. You could be traveling somehow. You could be driving for some of you. Someone is insta-famous. Yeah, the Sun card. There's a Leo. There is a Leo. It's not a game. Someone has used poor judgment when dealing with this person. Someone could be a whole a social justice warrior in a real way where they speak up for people, man. I was hearing that earlier, and then I seen the card, the social justice card. So social justice warrior card, which is the justice card, and there's something about this. It could be dealing with a Libra for some of you. That's your opposite energy too. But right, somebody's not playing by the rules. Who is this? The Empress. Ooh. The Empress. Someone's making money online though. The Etsy queen, the Empress is the Etsy queen. Insta famous, that's the Sun card. The home brewer, the Strength card. Somebody gets money from home. Wheel of Fortune, trust fund. Someone gets big bank from home. Someone heavy on this energy breaks all the fucking rules. And this is the title card too. They could be real legit, whatever. This could be their actual business, real legit. Like Wall Street, like heavy on the somebody's on Wall Street. They make money on Wall Street. They've invested in taxes, or their PO box, their PO box is on Wall Street. Heavy on this energy. I'm not even joking. Their business address is on Wall Street, whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, but somebody has a crazy platform. Somebody's growing. Somebody's successful. They could be answering the calling somehow where they're called out to. Right. To use their throat chakra in a way that you don't. Heavy on in a way that you don't. Heavy on you talk about it, or you talk a lot behind closed doors, but you don't really do this for real. You don't do this on a public platform. For some of you, for a lot of you don't talk up. You got a lot of ideas. You really want to make a change, or you really could make a change. You could really do a lot behind the scenes, but you don't do this for real out in the open. People don't know. You don't use your voice like you should. You don't talk about how people are not getting fair treatment somehow. People aren't getting the equality that they need. Something about this where you're around people who don't really have it so well. You know how like the side hustler. You know the hustlers. You know the people that really got to get it, or you really had to get it like this. You're a hustler this way. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to pay off your fucking student loans. I'm not even playing. I'm not. Some of you have worked really hard to send someone else to college. You had to bust your ass to do something, to really make money in a certain type of way, really level up in a certain type of way, in a way that somebody doesn't. But you could have 3 or 4 or 5 jobs. Really have to get it however you can in a real way, because you got bills to pay. You're in debt somehow, or you got some things to pay off, and then there's a feminine energy who can just make it happen somehow. Or where you really struggle and have to do all types of things to gain a certain level of success. Someone can do this with ease somehow. Because they're listening to their soul, because their soul is obedient, because they know that there is no ceiling. There is no ceiling. I don't know. I put all this back, though. When it's all said and done, the only thing that's left is the Strength card and the Sun card. Didn't I say 2 Leos, 2 Leo cards? Some of you are dealing with 2 Leos, but not necessarily. This could be the same Leo who's a whole powerhouse. And then these 3 cards are still here. Off the Grid, the Urban Farmer, and Wanderlust. You know? Right. Someone has really had to take time out. They haven't shown up. Heavy on the Daddy left. Daddy left the party. The Emperor left. Also heavy on the masculine energy, feeling like a feminine energy. Feeling like a feminine energy wouldn't be who she is without, like heavy on the bitch, I made you. Like, what? I swear to God. Bitch, I made you. Like someone thinks that they made you. They made you. They helped you make you who you are. How dare you go on and become, you know, who you're supposed to be, or who you think, who are you to think that you're going to go become successful without me, or use what I taught you somehow. Meanwhile, I don't feel like this person taught you shit. I feel like if you know how to do something, hey, yo, heavy on this energy. Or masculine thinking doesn't even have to be a masculine Aries. You could be dealing with a Leo. For you, some of you are feminine Aries dealing with a masculine Leo. Heavy on this energy of you could have some type of success in a real way, and a masculine, it feels like it's because of him. Also, for a lot of you, he can't get to you somehow. You're really covered. You're really protected in a way that you don't even understand. That the way he's not allowed to defile you somehow, or he's not allowed to hurt you somehow, or, you know, you want to be with him, but it just doesn't work out, and you don't understand why y'all can't be together. It's because he's not allowed to hurt you. That's for a feminine energy. Or you're this masculine energy, and a feminine energy is being protected from you. Could be a Leo. Also, I wasn't joking when I said for some of you, you're married to somebody, but but someone doesn't play by the rules. This could be the same woman. For some of you, I'm hearing there's a Gemini. There's someone who is like, you know, 2 women in one. For some of you, there's 2 women, or someone is like 2 women in one. She's twice the woman. Or a Gemini somehow led you to this woman, led you to a Leo. I guess that's for some of you coming over here, dealing with me. For some of you, that's the peace dealer sent you over here to come watch me. Somebody's really drinking a lot. Heavy on someone's really drinking a lot, but that's for some of you. Also, it's like someone's heavy on the being a charmer. Yeah, still drinking a lot though. Heavy on this energy of drinking way too much. There's an Aries who's drinking way too much. Also, I don't know why I'm talking about house prices. I'm thinking about house prices. Something about what you bought the house for versus what it's going to be worth in 10 years and 20 years. Or you thinking about what you want to leave to your children. Or for some of you, you're selling some shit that you're not supposed to be selling. You're supposed to be keeping in your family, and you know this. Or you're figuring this out now. Or you are realizing where your parents have really failed to leave you anything. And if you have anything to leave, you want to leave it to someone else. You know, you want to leave it to your children. You're going to make sure that you do differently. Or you're dealing with someone like this. You're dealing with someone who is creating a real legacy, knows not to sell their legacy, knows not to sell their family home. For some of you, needs to know this, doesn't know this. For some of you, someone is really uneducated, or you are correcting the mistakes that your ancestors made, where they really had a lot, had a bunch of wealth, but they pissed it away somehow, or they didn't make the right decisions, or they let the family fucking fight and sell everything and split the money as soon as they passed on, and nobody has anything to show for it, you know, or had anything to show for it after that was done. And so now this is your turn to be able to do different, to really invest where you want, or to leave something for your children, or it's a lot. And you really got to think about this so that you can make the right decision, because heavy on you better leave something for your children. You better build something, build a legacy. For some of you, you're watching your children build a legacy this way. For some of you, you are not the one. You are not the one to break the curse in your family. You couldn't do it. You can't do it. You are watching your children do it, or you will watch your children do it. Say what I said. You're going to be too stuck in your ways to do it, and so you're going to watch your children do it, or they're going to actualize this in 10 years. You're going to watch them go do things that you could never do, that you were always smart enough to do, but you didn't believe in yourself. You didn't you didn't want to step from behind the shadows. You didn't want to step onto the stage somehow and be seen. For some of you, there's a fire sign. For some of you, have a fire sign in your life of feminine energy. And then I'm hearing doesn't even have to be a Leo. So it could be another fire sign. Could be another Aries. Could be another Leo. Could be a Leo, or could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Some of you, this is your child. For some of you, this is your child. And they're creating legacy, or they will create a legacy that brings honor, restores honor back to your bloodline in a way that you can't even fathom. Where you didn't have the courage to fucking do it, or you don't have the courage to do it. You won't. You weren't called to. It's not about you. For some of you, you are called to break a bunch of generational curses, and you don't even know the half of it. You don't even know the beginning. You haven't even scratched the surface of what your fucking children would do would be amazing. People don't realize this, that always, and fucking forever, our children are the best versions of ourselves. So when you look at your child and you fucking criticize what they're doing, or you think that they're not good enough, or they're not living up to your standards, they're better than you will ever be. Ooh. Or this is what your parents don't know about you, didn't know about you. For a lot of you too, this is what a masculine didn't know about a feminine energy. Have you on the male chauvinist shit, you know, or really talking down to women, man, thinking that you're better than somehow. A masculine really thinking that he's so much smarter, so much better, you know, so much, he just, you know. Also, have you on the masculine energy, an older masculine energy, preying on younger women somehow, only dealing with women half his age, because women his age would never fuck with him because he's a clown. Is that what I said? Well, this is how he's been showing up for his life. You know, he's refused to evolve this way, or he preys on younger women to deal with them because he knows that older women or women his age will not deal with his shit. How about that? He's so stubborn and stuck in his ways, and he doesn't want to leave, or he doesn't want to change. For some of you, he's been with the last woman, with a woman that he's been with, has been with her for 20, 30 years, and it's like he better hold on to her. For a lot of you, he's about to lose her, and he better hold on to her for all he can do. For some of you, I'm hearing she's only 30. So for some of you, he ain't even been with her that long, because she ain't even that old. She ain't even been long enough. She ain't even been alive long enough to be in a relationship that fucking long. That's for some of you. For some of you, he's been with a woman for 20 or 30 years, and he's about to lose her. And I don't know what the hell he gonna do, but he better hold on to her. He better fix this at all costs, because ain't nobody gonna deal with his shit the way she dealt with his shit. He's unwilling to change. 1725, 1726 on the clock. You know, if you know, then you know. If you watch me, you know. 725, 726. Those are my numbers. Dark night of the soul and ascension. If you know, you know. And I'm seeing it. You seeing it. You're reliving this. Or you did this once before. You lost someone once before. You went through this ending once before. You had a divorce once before for some of you. And you're about to go through it all again. You're about to lose shit all again, all over again. And you don't want to go through this. You don't want to face this, but you also don't want to change, right? You don't want to change. You don't want to do better. Okay, let's pull some cards. Yeah, have you on the someone is moving. Someone is moving, you know, rapidly too. I feel like you travel a lot. But some of you really travel a lot. Some of you want to move towards the high priestess. You want to move towards the high priestess. The feminine energy is at home for some of you. In the baths, you know, loving on herself, doing her self-care rituals while you're out in the car, while you're traveling somehow. For some of you, you work in transportation. A lot of you do this to avoid. You know, some of you, you're dealing with a high priestess. She's very in tune. She's very tapped in with the hell she says to you. What she says to you scares you so much, or makes you not want to take accountability, that you run for the fucking hills in a real way. You break the hell out. Like, I don't want to, you know, I want to come see what you're talking about, but I don't want to talk to you. When in reality, you do want to talk to her. But for a lot of you, whatever she says is so fucking spot on that you don't want to talk to her. You run for the hills. You have to put her on pause. You have to go somewhere else. You have to take a break. You have to take a walk. You have to check out in a real way. For some of you, you hop in your damn car. For some of you, you work for Uber. You work for Uber Eats. For some of you, have you on the working for Uber Eats? So when you work for Uber Eats, or you're calling Uber Eats, or you really get in your car and you just travel. You have to travel. But for some of you, you work in transportation somehow. So you work in Uber, you drive Lyft, you drive Uber, I don't know. But the feminine energy is at home. Having on that she's at home being really witchy too. Taking a whole spiritual bath for some of you. She'd be home doing this. She'd be home working with the moon. And cleansing herself. Yeah, heavy on the you pretend that you pretend that you're not watching somebody online, but you're watching them. or masculine pretends that they're not watching you, they're not paying attention to what you're doing, but they are. Also masculine energy, right? Somebody's under surveillance. Heavy on someone being under surveillance, you know, but this is a secret. When I said you were off the grid and no one knows where you are, you off the grid, but you watching. You know, you're still watching. You still know what's going on, you know? Stalker vibes, big stalker vibes that you don't want to admit to. I feel like you still keep tabs on someone even though you cannot communicate with them. You're watching someone is on TV. Have you on someone being on TV, or someone having a show that yeah. Someone told you, yo, I'm telling you, you better go watch the High Priestess. I'm telling you, go see her. Go see the Leo. I swear to God, I'm getting this energy again of the peace dealer telling y'all to come see me. Y'all came to see me, you know. But also, you're watching someone like you feel directly like someone is talking to you. This is you feeling like I'm talking to you directly, like I see you. I'm talking to you. I do. I am. You know. Yeah, that too. But someone really calls you out. Have you on the, yeah, you, hey you, I see you. What the hell are you doing? You know, or you really you want to talk to somebody, but you don't, because you're kind of, I don't feel like you two communicate on the same level somehow. Or someone that you really respect, have you on to someone you really respect is giving a cosign, or you're watching someone on a big platform give a cosign somehow, or tell you just how strong you are, or you're realizing that someone that you're watching talking, you're realizing just how powerful someone that you're watching communicate is, yo. Like have you on their words are so strong that they tell people to go do shit and they go do it. You're seeing how powerful they are, how they can command something. Also, where you were a beast, where you turned to stone, you know, something on this, something about this, you get turned to stone somehow by someone. Someone stops you dead in your tracks. The feminine energy doesn't even have to be rough with you, and yet first of all, for some of you, she turns you straight to stone. Something about her be having you hard like a fucking rock. You really turned on. You be watching her like, damn, why did she get me like this? Have you in this energy? You watching like, damn, how did she get me? Like how did she do this? You're like really trying to figure out how the fuck somebody's really stumped you somehow. But also, what are you doing next? You're really planning on what your next move is. For some of you, be in a lab like this. You know, you make beats. You're a producer somehow. You know, or someone is like this. They do music this way, but you know, you be in a lab creating, writing rhymes, doing music, doing magic on the computer, doing all types of shit, making beats for some of you. You know. But you in the shadows doing this. You don't get on the stage and do this. Heaviness energy, you don't get on the stage and do this. You're watching, so you're taking someone, right, you're taking someone's advice in the dark. Have you taking someone's advice in the dark? You're not feeling what this therapist is telling you. Someone is really telling you something about yourself. This Queen of Cups, she's super intuitive. She's really telling you something about yourself, and you just sitting there like, damn. Damn, really contemplating. Also, this Queen of, right, what this Queen of Cups is telling you, you can't take it. It's out of control. It's out of control. It's fucked you up. You don't know what your next move is gonna be. You know, like have you gonna turn you to stone, stops you. Someone could be like Medusa. Her stone turns men. Her stare turns men to stone. Also feel like whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to escape her somehow. You can't escape her. Somebody can't escape her. You can't escape a feminine energy. Somebody can't escape a feminine energy. They can't power through. Someone can't power through for some reason. For some of you, you are in New York. You're dealing with the nor'easter that's happening. You're snowed in somehow. You can't move. You can't drive. You're snowed in somehow, or you can't get to where you want to get to. That's for some of you. The snow is really bothering you. It's making it really hard for you to drive or to get your car out. Some of you got to dig your car out so you can go to work for some of you. I'm about to get up out of here in a few minutes. This is what picking your brain always turns into. I start channeling forever, and then we get into the cards, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm a half an hour in. Anyway, there's definitely a feminine energy who is really creative. She could be putting clothes together, but not necessarily putting products together. She designs things. She makes things look pretty. She really, you know, dresses them up. Whatever she's doing, whatever she's selling, she dresses it up better than anyone else. She makes it look good. Have you in this energy of you know what it looks like when someone's on stage and nobody be on stage like her. For some of you, this is a spiritual teacher. Nobody, you've never seen a spiritual teacher like her. No one's ever done it the way that she's done it. No one ever makes it look so good. No one's ever made it look so effortless. Yo, there's something about this. There's something about this, yo. Where she got you really contemplating how you could change what you know, change yourself to make yourself, right. How you can change yourself when you've been really stubborn, when you've been really fixed, you're not even a fixed sign. Some of you got Leo in your chart, yo. But you don't want to fail no more. For some of you, you don't want to fail no more. You don't want to take no more L's, or you don't know what you're gonna do. For some of you, it's too late. You've been too foolish. It is what it is, because you can't avoid the devil in you. You can't avoid your toxic ass behavior. You know you can't avoid setting yourself up this way. You really need to work on freeing yourself of feeling so trapped and trying to trap others to keep them where you want them. That's never going to serve you. Also, you know, you're only deceiving yourself about something. If you don't give somebody if you don't acknowledge someone's greatness, if you don't acknowledge someone's success, for some of you, you're not acknowledging someone's pregnancy. Have you on it being a fucking pregnancy, and you don't want to acknowledge someone's pregnancy because you feel betrayed somehow? Peace to the God. This is my, can you see it? Peace to the God. Can you see the sun in the background? Can you see the 7? Something about this, whether you can see it or not. And then it says peace, whether you see it or not. You know, for some of you, you don't want to do it. You don't want to admit that you got to say peace to the God. That you got to give your love, that you got to acknowledge that someone's a God out here. You seeing someone, you're seeing the God in someone, and you don't want to acknowledge this shit. Or someone is seeing the God in you, and they don't want to acknowledge it. But it's undeniable. Hermit card. Someone is a whole ghost out here. Someone is a whole powerful spirit. Also, I'm telling you, like you somewhere, someone's in the dark, in the shadows somewhere, hiding, but they still watching. They still got a watchful eye, but they not, you know. They don't want to commit though. Title card in reverse. They don't want to commit though, and their health could be taking a hit because of this. Or you could be worried about somebody's health taking a hit. You know that somebody's had some type of health complications in the past, and you're worried about this, but you're not going to admit this. Emperor in control, because then you would have to relinquish. Emperor in reverse, because then you would have to relinquish control in a way that you're not willing to. Also, there could be an emperor who is sick, a masculine energy who is sick. He doesn't want to admit this, but for a lot of you, he's sick because of what he drinks. He drinks too fucking much. That's for some of you. But that's for some of you. But for others of you, a masculine energy is sick. He is physically sick because he won't ascend, because he's vibing too fucking low. Yeah, have you on this energy if he doesn't want to go on a spirit walk. Eight of Cups is also fucking going on a walk with spirit. Yeah, he's drunk, but yeah, you drink enough of these. What are you drinking? You're drinking spirits. You take enough shots, you're drinking spirits. You know, you're going on a walk with spirit. Also, this is like going on a spirit walk in a real way, which I feel like a masculine is not doing the way that he needs to, or he goes on a spirit walk and still doesn't come back ascended and healed. Because heavy on the he goes for a spirit walk, alright. He goes off the grid. He goes for a spirit walk, alright. But he's not ascending. For some of you, yo, I'm not even joking, you're gonna get mad at me, but for some of you, there's something about this where he gets sick, or he's afraid of getting the coronavirus. He's afraid of getting the coronavirus, but all this is fear-based. He's vibing too low, you know. Fear is the lowest fucking frequency. Something about this where you're vibrating on the frequency of dogs, man. You can hear things that dogs can hear. The hellhounds. Ooh, I don't know what that is. So what I said, right? Defeat. You defeat your own fucking self. Also, you tried to play a game. Somebody didn't play by the rules. Didn't I say this? Somebody didn't play by your rules. Someone didn't play by your rules. They went elsewhere. They went to go do something else. They left. They stopped playing with you altogether. You lost. Ace of Wands in reverse. You lost. You could be very angry about this. It's going to be someone that you're very passionate about and you have to lie about. You know, heavy on that you have to lie about. You have to pretend that you're not. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm done with this. Right, someone wants to go get a whole nother life. They left you. They left to go do something else because to have a different type of life. They could have left the city for some of you. Or someone is going to go actualize a way to go be on stage in a way that you want to be on stage. Also, there's something going on inside of someone's vagina. Something has been discovered inside of someone's vagina. Do you see? Are you looking down? There's a camera looking down her vagina. Have you on this energy I was getting to? Something going on in the feminine energy's womb, and somebody's womb that you don't want to look at. Somebody found something. Somebody could be pregnant, or this could be a fucking growth of some sort. Somebody found something. Someone is looking down inside of you. Someone's looking in your insides in a feminine energies insides, and they're finding something. Yeah. And ultimately, you really love somebody and you want to connect with them, but you're stubborn as hell. That's your reading. I love you. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post a video for you, Aries. Everything you need to connect with me is in the description box below. If you want to book a personal reading, if you want to donate to me, which would be greatly appreciated. If you want to check out my music, if you want to follow me on IG, the Big Body High Priestess, so you'll get daily check-in videos over there. The vibe is different. Come follow me on IG. You can go follow my business page too at priestess.mage.wayfinder on IG, where we sell some really dope spiritual products. Everything will be in the link tree below. I love you so much. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.